Welcome to the Round 19 NPL Queensland Highlights Show, where we look back at the pick of the action from all the weekend's fixtures. Let's cross to Rafe Griffin in the commentary box with all the action.
Thanks, Michael. Still trapped in the commentary box after Saturday night. Well, our highlights package opens in Mareeba, where the Far North Queensland Heat took on the Western Pride. The Pride earning the eye of referee Jason Crowe early. Heat unable to capitalise on the free kick. Steve Purdy making a desperate last-minute save. Peter Drager started this movement, and he was able to put enough pressure on the Heat defence, forcing them to put the ball in the back of their own net. On the replay, you'll see that Russell Woodruff puts the ball through for Will Jordan. His square ball aimed for Drager, but the Far North Queensland defender unable to guide the ball away from his net. However, it was Cameron Morrison who was soon able to hit back for the Heat, capitalising on good lead-up play and thundering a shot from the edge of the box. With the second look, the good lead-up play allowing Morrison to run onto the ball and striking it from the edge of the box. The pairing of front men Drager and Russell Woodruff were able to set up Lincoln Rule for his first goal of the season. On the replay, the corner comes in, Drager gets a foot on, Heat defender able to get it away, but only as far as Woodruff, and Rule's there on the spot. The Heat continued to place pressure on the Pride defence late in the first half. However, they had this goal denied by an offside call. But looking at the replay, was it the right player who actually got called for offside? It appears as though the eventual non-goal scorer, as it turned out to be, was actually onside. Heat searched for another equaliser in the second half. Referee Crowe consulting with his assistant before adjudging that Pride keeper Steve Purdy had fouled. And after the consultation, a penalty was awarded to the Heat. On the replay, you can see that Steve Purdy clearly holding the Heat player there. Raw trialist Jamie Carroll expertly converted the penalty, and the match was again on level terms. Well taken penalty here by Carroll, Purdy guessing the wrong way. Rule looked to add to his goal scoring tally on the night. And then Peter Drager, who scored 4 goals in his last 3 games, was denied by the woodwork. Both teams desperate to find the winner, but no further scoring. The match ending at Far North Queensland Heat 2 versus the Western Pride 2. Moreton Bay looked to keep their slim final chances alive at Walter Park against the Central Queensland FC Energy. Royce Brownlee allowed room before deciding to go with a long-range shot that beat Energy keeper and captain for the night, Tim English. On the replay, you can't give a former A-League striker that sort of room, and he'll always punish. The Energy was soon able to get the match all square, however. Warwick Jansen taking advantage of Marko Radovanovic being unable to hold Sander Waterland's initial shot. On the replay, you'll see that Waterland has the initial shot. The best that Radovanovic can do is parry, and Jansen takes full advantage. That buoyed the men from Rockhampton. Jordan Miller just unable to guide his lob the right side of the post. But it was Brownlee with a double that would put the Jets back in front. But full credit should go to Scott McNeil for the initial run and shot in setting up the chance after English's parry. On the replay, you'll see that Scott McNeil makes a run towards the box, gets his shot in. English, best he can do is parry on this occasion, and Brownlee takes full effect. The pace of Moses Joseph set James Fairgrieve free for his timely cutback for Johnny Kai Marama. He gave the Jets a third and the Energy some headaches in defence. Fairgrieve with the run. Square ball for Kai Marama. A delightful flick on by Jordan Miller, and the Energy's deficit was reduced again to 3-2. Miller, easy tap in with the head past Radovanovic. That wasn't going to deter the Jets, and in particular Brownlee, as he looked for a hat-trick. But poor Energy defending allowed Mitch Schumacher a free header, and that gave the Jets a 2-goal lead again. With the second look, Schumacher free and able to guide his header at the far post past English. But there was more heartbreak for the visitors as they placed the ball in the back of their own net in the first half stoppage time, going into the break 5-2 down. Crossing from Sauer, and the header of an Energy defender puts the ball in the back of their own net. But the fight kept up in the second stanza as Waterland's miscued shot allowed Braden Crowley his third goal of the year. As you'll see, Waterland couldn't quite get his foot on the ball, went over it, but in the direction of Crowley, who finished. And next it was Waterland himself getting on the scorers list, getting in behind the Jets' defence, then expertly beating an advancing Radovanovic to put the match back within the Energy's reach at 5-4. On the replay, Waterland with his pace, able to get past the Jets' defenders, then Radovanovic, and slot the ball into an open goal. Tim English remained desperate in his attempts to keep his side in the match. The Energy denied a penalty shout right on the full-time whistle, and the match ended at Moreton Bay United Jets 5 versus the Central Queensland FC Energy 4. Olympic travelled to Townsville to take on the Northern Fury, with the possibility of being crowned 2013 National Premier League's Queensland Premiers. But it was the Fury on the scoreboard first. Player coach Gareth Edds expertly putting away this sharp shot before putting on his renowned post-goal dance moves. On the replay, you'll see that Gareth Edds pounces on the ball and on the edge of the box, launches a sharp shot past Lugo. Moments later, a steaming Michael Eisenhunt had the more fancied visitors shocked as the Fury took a 2-0 lead. Great ball through here, and Eisenhunt able to pick it up just on the edge of the 6-yard box and once again past keeper Lugo. But Olympic were able to stem the flow through league-leading scorer Tim Smits with his 24th for the year. As in the case of Royce Brownlee before, if you give a former A-League striker of this quality the time, he'll take it. Ari Iceman attempting the spectacular to try and give the Fury their third. Fury continuing to pile on the chances. But the night was soon to get worse for Olympic After the counter-attack for Fury saw Eisenhut brought down in the box by Olympic keeper Matt Lugo, who was giving his marching orders. But perhaps unlucky given the Fury could have been awarded advantage, the ball ending up in the back of the net. Taking a look on the replay, Lugo gets his hand around Eisenhut's ankle. Eds calmly converting the penalty for his second on the night and giving the home side a 3-1 advantage. Penalty kick expertly taken by Gareth Eds. That clearly rattled the league leaders. Robin Edwards creating the opportunity for, guess who? Gareth Eds to score off the woodwork and bring up a hat-trick before half-time. Edwards, deft little pass for Eds. And it was Eds once again showing his class, terrorising the Olympic defence. Danny Byrne was able to earn a free kick. He then drifted it in for Luke Howell on the back post, and despite Dylan Hudson getting a hand to it, he gave Olympic hope at 4-2. Expert free kick by Byrne, and Howell able to head it on. The goal fest continued, this time for the Fury. Captain Reece Kelly getting on the action and seemingly putting the match beyond Olympic's reach at 5-2. Kelly able to beat the Olympic defenders and putting the ball past the keeper. That looked like it wasn't going to be the end of the section. Only the referee's whistle could stop Ed's latest effort from counting. We'll get a replay on this and you'll see that Ed's hand comes into contact with the ball. But it wouldn't be long before he would have his fourth for the night and the Fury's half dozen, with another outstanding strike before a modified moonwalk. Eds, clearly man of the match on the night, 4 goals. Olympic shell-shocked at 6-2 down. Not even the normally reliable Smits could get his radar working. However, he was able to combine with Jai Ingham in a free-flowing move, and that gave Olympic their third. Ingham starting the movement, the quick 1-2 with Tim Smits, able to get around the Fury defence, and the ball in off the woodwork. Fury looked to continue to increase their tally. Nui Cobbo winning a free kick on the edge of the box. Kelly's free kick confusing replacement keeper Brandon Cubanau before Olympic were able to escape from the scramble. Mitch Robinson only able to find side netting with this effort. Fury creating a major upset, defeating the table toppers 6-3, meaning Olympic will need to wait at least another week in having the opportunity to collect the crown. It was expected to be a keenly fought and tightly contested match at Sunshine Coast Stadium on Sunday afternoon, as the Fire and Redlands both looked to go into third spot on the table. But it was the Fire's equal leading goal scorer Nico Beshar who was able to put the Coast in pole position early on. On the replay, you're able to see that Alex Barlow picks up the ball, neatly places it for Beshar, and on the edge of the box, he makes no mistake, lobbing it over keeper Mitch O'Brien. Barlow then tried to find his own goal, sending O'Brien into a desperate save. Redlands won a free kick in dangerous territory. The ball ending up in the Fire's goal from Graham Fife's free kick, but keeper Anthony Hall deemed to have been infringed upon. As you'll see in the replay, Cameron Draper barrels into Anthony Hall. Beshar making it difficult for Redlands to deal with. Leon Dwyer unable to get on the end of this ball. It was Beshar again setting up Dwyer, who was denied by a brave last-ditch save from O'Brien. Once again in the second half, it was Beshar and Dwyer. Fire, unable to double their lead with this effort. Once again, O'Brien forced into a save and a scare. Zach Bratton coming on as a substitute, unable to control this shot. Fellow sub, Ramon Close, unable to control his header on. Anthony Hall had the final kick of the match, the Sunshine Coast winning a tight one, 1-0 over Redlands. So taking a look back at round 19 results, the Queensland Academy of Sport 0 versus the Brisbane Strikers 2, Far North Queensland FC Heat 2, Western Pride 2. The Moreton Bay Jets escaping in a thriller against the CQFC Energy 5-4. Northern Fury in a big upset defeating Olympic 6-3. Our feature match saw the Palm Beach Sharks go down to Brisbane City at home 2-0. And Sunshine Coast Fire 1 defeated Redlands United 0. Taking a look at the table, Olympics lead on top now reduced to 8 points over Brisbane City. The Sunshine Coast and Brisbane Strikers getting ahead of Redlands, up into 3rd and 4th respectively. Moreton Bay Jets still with an outside chance at making the final 4, and in the bottom half of the table, positions remain unchanged. The Fury in 7th from the Pride, Sharks, Heat, Energy and the QAS bringing up the rear. Taking a look forward to round 20 fixtures, on Saturday at 6 p.m. at the Cleveland Showgrounds, it's Redlands versus the Northern Fury. Also at 6 p.m, it's Brisbane City versus the Sunshine Coast in what should be a thriller. 7 p.m, the Strikers versus Palm Beach. Central Queensland FC Energy versus Western Pride. At 7:30 in Cairns, Far North Queensland Heat versus the Queensland Academy of Sport. 5 p.m. kickoff where Olympic take on Moreton Bay Jets. And remember, you can join the conversation on our social media accounts, facebook.com/NPL Queensland or at Twitter @NPL QLD. Until next week, enjoy your football.